How many times have you heard that sales agent tell you that buying near a train station is the best investment choice for your money? Is it true or not? Would you be really making a sound investment choice by buying a property near a train station? When it comes to buying real estate, one of the most important things you need to take into account is the location. You want to be close to conveniences like train stations and highways, right? In this video, we'll take a look at the research we have done on buying property near a train station to help you make a smart investment choice. And hopefully by the end of this, you can be well on your way to learning how to treat property like a business. And if you haven't already, make sure you click on the follow button below, and also let me know your problems in the comments you have on your journey, and I'll create a video for you. How much effort will you put in? What are you willing to do to get there will determine how far you go. A little bit about me. I'm Scott Lavoon. I'm the founder of Wealth Through Property. I started investing in property at the age of 30 years old while working a full-time job as a tradie. I wasn't on a big income, and within the space of 3 years with the right mentors, I was able to build a system where I was able to retire with over 10 properties and over 100,000 in passive income. Through our research, it was interesting to discover that there are some advantages and disadvantages to buying real estate near a train station. On the one hand, buying a property near a train station can be very convenient as it makes for travel to and from work and from other places much easier. But how many people actually catch the train to work these days? How do most people actually view living so close to a train station? Do they view it as a positive or as a negative thing? But wait, you always hear and you're always told to buy near a train station as it offers more opportunity. The myth about buying near a train station is perpetrated by those who want to sell you an overpriced property. They tell you that the train station is the perfect location for your new house or investment property because of the convenience factor. But what they're not telling you is that the train stations aren't as popular as you thought. So, how do we research buying property near a train station and know for sure that it's the right choice? And if so, why are people becoming less interested in train stations as a viable option for their homes and investments? Owning your own investment vehicle can be expensive, but it also gives you a flexibility when traveling to and from work, or picking up groceries or visiting friends. Our study showed that many people prefer to own their own vehicle over relying on public transport. We have been researching the Australian census from 2021 to 2016 and 2011. The information is really an eye-opener to how much people actually use public transport versus not. It was more interesting in the information and how much a difference COVID had actually made on the economy and the changes people had made to the way of their living and how they commute to work. It's important to understand that majority of people who use public transport are those who are traveling to work. In 2021, the census revealed that 53% of people drove to work, 21% of people work from home, 11.8% of people didn't work, 3.9% of people ride shared to work, 2.5% of people walked to work, 2.5% of people caught the train to work, and only 1.8% of people caught the bus to work. As you can tell, the statistics are quite interesting, and we can see there is a significant difference between those who commute by car against public transport. So when purchasing real estate, it's important to consider the needs of your future residents and how they will travel to and from work or other places. It's really important though that we also consider how much of the census we can actually take as part of our research due to the impacts of COVID. In 2016, 4.7% of people work from home, while in 2021, there was a huge change with 21% of people working from home. This is a massive change, and there are a few things we need to consider. This could be due to the effects of COVID, which is definitely a huge change that is happening in our society and how we live now. The big question is, how much of this information can we actually trust in terms of moving forward? Is this a permanent shift in society, or is this just a result of the COVID pandemic and people working from home during these times? Let's remember, at the time of this census was undertaken in 2021, COVID was having a huge impact, and this change may only be temporary. So why don't we look at the two last censuses before 2021? What has actually changed over the years? What impact has COVID had on our society and the way of living? Let's also look at the data for catching the train to work. According to the 2011 and 2016 statistics, the number of Australians catching the train to work has actually increased over time. In 2011, only 4.4% of Australians caught the train to work, and by 2016, that number had increased to 5.1%. That's only a 0.6% increase over a 5-year period. This means that only 5.1% of the population catches a train to work across Australia in 2016. Now, going back to 2021, the latest census data shows that there was a 2.6% drop in the number of Australians who caught the train to work. This may be due to COVID, and we need to take that into consideration when looking at these numbers. So should you invest in property near a train station? Well, it's important to consider all the factors such as population growth, employment opportunities, and how people will actually commute to work. Convenience is not the only factor we should consider when making this decision. There are other factors that can make buying near a train station less appealing for some people. For example, if you live close to a train station, you may be affected by excessive noises from the trains as they drive through your neighborhood. Many people are put off by the noise and the disruption of living near a train station. As a result, you may find it difficult to sell your property or may even have to accept a lower price. Before buying, investors should consider whether the reduced price is worth the extra hassle. In many cases, it may be better to look for the property further away than the train station. But it's next to the amenities, correct? It's not just the train station that you need to worry about. Buying near any amenities comes with its own risk. Take, for example, the new apartment complex that has just been built next to the local grocery store. Sure, it's convenient to be able to walk to the store, but what happens when the store decides to close? You're left with an empty building and a drop in property value. So even though it may be convenient to buy near amenities, it's not always the best idea from an investment standpoint. So at what point should I buy near public transport? For investors looking to buy a property, one of the key considerations is always how far is a property away from public transport. After all, good transportation access is one of the key factors that can affect rental prices and demand. But just how far should an investor aim to be away from a train station and other transport hubs? Generally speaking, investors should look within walking distance of a public transport hub. This ensures that the property will be attractive to a wide range of potential tenants, as there will be a good access to transport links. For example, a property that is a 10-minute walk from a public transport hub is likely to be more popular than one that is a 20-minute walk away. Additional properties that are close to public transport and offer easier access to rent out and command higher rents. So for investors looking to buy a property, being close to public transport is always a good idea. It can help ensure high rental demand and prices, making the investments more profitable in the long run. There are plenty of other locations that are more popular with buyers, so why tie yourself down to a train station? The data is clear. Train stations aren't as popular as they used to be. If you're looking for an investment property, there are better options out there. I'm glad to clear up this misconception for you. Now that you know the truth, you can go out and buy your dream home without having to live too close to a train station. As always, we love hearing your thoughts on this video. Feel free to comment below. And if you're looking for more information about property investment, or you're ready to start searching for your new home, be sure to check out our website. I really hope you've enjoyed this guide on how to start when looking to build your team and start your property journey. Please follow, like, share, and comment if you got any value, and stay tuned for more.